Hi, it's Sandra here from the Agile Soul, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through how you can use an Excel predictability measure Excel to track each of your team's predictability over a number of PIs and therefore get your overall train predictability across a number of PIs. So why is predictability important in an Agile release train? In the context of safe and Agile methodologies, predictability measures are used to assess and improve the ability of a development organization to deliver consistent and reliable results over time. So predictability is a key aspect of Agile frameworks as it helps teams and organizations plan, commit, and deliver value in a more reliable manner. So in here, you can see that I have a tab called the Program Predictability Report. This tab is fed by a number of the tabs here, as you can see in the bottom of the screen. So for each of the teams in my Agile release train, I have a tab for each team. In each tab, team tab, you will see that we have a table here which represents a PI increment. So in this case, we have PI 1, 2, 3, and so on. For each PI, we have the feature, okay, the planned business value, and then the actual delivered value. So at the end of the last sprint of a PI, I would come in here for team A and fill in the number of committed features that they had committed to delivering during this PI. I'll put in the business value, the planned business value that was given at the start of the PI planning, and then the actual, what the team actually delivered. Now, in this case, if a feature is not closed, they will get 0 for the actual business value. If a feature is fully closed, they'll get the full business value. So in SAFe, it's usually all or nothing, but I do know that in some trains, people do give some, even though a feature may not be closed, they do give some value if some value has been delivered. In my case, I don't, because ultimately we're just trying to look at the predictability and improve a team's predictability. You can see here, if we scroll down a little bit, you will see that the stretch objectives are not included in the predictability measure, and they're included down the bottom in a separate table. After you enter in all of the team's planned and actual business value, the system will generate a predictability value for this team, in this case 55.74. So this tab here, so you do that for each one of your teams across all of your different PIs. And this tab here, you will see that you will get a breakdown in this table of each team's predictability value across a number of PIs. And when you have all of your team's values entered in, you will get a train value, predictability value. And you can use these as inputs to help the teams improve, to become more predictable. And usually what would happen is if a team has a range of less than 80%, we would say that the team is really not very predictable and they're taking too much risks, perhaps during planning. Maybe they have a number of problems that need to be addressed. So it's a kind of a key measure for indicating, one, if there's any problems or if the team is planning too much during the PI planning. If a team's predictability is over 100%, we usually say that the team is very predictable. They're not taking very many risks. So we should encourage the team to take more risk and take on more for the next PI planning. So an acceptable range is usually anywhere between 80 to 100%. So predictability is a great way for you to determine to help teams improve. It's also a great way to see if a team is generally planning too much or too little during a PI. And it's a great way for us to manage customer and stakeholder expectations. Because if a team is reliable and predictable at delivering, then it means that organizations can start becoming more predictable in the deliveries of their products, and they can communicate better to their customers. If you'd like a copy of this Predictability Excel to start using in your train, there's a link below this video. It's a free download and you can get started using it today. Thank you. Please check out the Agile, www.theagilesoul.com for other freebies and general updates that we share.